Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Monday, December 29th. So with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts, my Icy Chili, my Gorgeous Moon, my Libra Queen, my Chaotic Cup, and my Benji. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
Ugh.
And I just wanted to give you all a kind reminder that we currently have our hot tea cold cash giveaway going on.
Yay! New winner today.
Yes, new winner today indeed. And before we get into the new winner, for the giveaways terms and conditions, head over to auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. Again, that is auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. So for the next 3 weeks, one lucky winner will get $100 from this show. And how you gain entries into this giveaway, you RSVP to every upcoming live show. You gain an additional entry by attending the live show and staying in its entirety. And you gain another entry by posting about my show on your social media and using the hashtag Auntie Derek. And also, do not forget to subscribe to a bitch so you can stay in the know. Head over to auntiederek.com and hit the big green subscribe button at the top right, top left. I don't even know my right from my left today, child. But at the top left, it is free to subscribe. So yeah, stay in the know. So just like my chili said, we got us a new winner today. So without
Yeah.
further ado, I'm going to go ahead and now who is week's 7 winner, honey? Let me get the
Who it
poster.
is? Who it is?
Who is it? Drum roll. Shit. Let me get okay. Drum roll. Brrrr. Week 7 winner is Beezus.
Yay!
Oh, bitch. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
His second time winning.
Oh, getting so
Yes.
close together. Oh.
Beezus is our second of the first time that someone has won second. Or shit, I can't even talk. Beezus is the first time someone has won twice in the Hot Tea Cold Cash giveaway. So that goes to show you get those entries in because even if you've won before, you have an additional chance to win. And we have 3 more chances. So Beezus is not here at the moment, so I'll gladly accept this award on his behalf.
I'll gladly accept on his
Mm,
behalf. Thank you.
he better not win no more. I goddamn know that.
Okay. That part.
I told you I
Well,
am
I'll be damned.
randomizer because I feel like y'all gonna meet that randomizer out in the parking lot and beat its ass, honey.
Oh, definitely. The fuck, how you fucking
Well,
randomizing?
But
we need to
yeah,
randomize the other way.
Okay. The hell?
but
Congratulations,
No.
Jesus.
Yeah, congratulations,
And
Beezus.
No,
it's
congrats.
it's his
Isn't
Birthday.
it still
birthday.
his birthday month
Yeah,
anyway?
so this is a good win for
Okay.
him.
it is indeed. So yeah, this would be like a birthday present for him. And Beezus actually shares the same birthday as my brother and sister. I remember I told you I have a set of twins that are my
Hmm.
brother and sister. They just turned 25 on their birthday. So shout out to my babies, Joy and Jarius. I love, love, love y'all.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes, those are my
Yes, happy
babies.
birthday, twins.
I used to tell them they were my favorite twins since the Maoris, but now the Maoris are not my favorite twins anymore, all because of Tamara. So now I just tell them y'all are my favorite twins, full stop.
Okay, cause yeah, Tamara really fucked up the brand.
Hmm. Well, speaking of fucking up a brand, honey, let's go ahead and get into the tea, honey.
Tea time?
Yes, honey.
Tea time.
I'm like,
And you
chill,
know
tea
what we
time?
like to start off with.
Diddy news.
Did he know?
No titty news.
I just want
Honey.
to see y'all was gonna kind of fill in, give me a break sometime. And y'all
Well,
jump
shout
right
out
in there.
to
I loved it.
and you see how we have such good connection, honey, that my baby just jumped in, honey. She was like, oh, tea time?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Well, like I said, speaking of fucking up a brand, honey, look who's fucking with their brand by going to Zeus. So y'all see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Diddy's sons announced Zeus Network docuseries about trial fallout. And my only question is, why? Why? Who
Ugh.
around them told him that this was a good idea?
Did.
Oh my God,
That's
y'all.
why Justin took his ass up there to the jail. He told him what to do. No, just let it go. Let everything die down. Mm-mm.
It's crazy. Now, have y'all had a chance to see the trailer yet? Child, let's go, child. Let's just I don't have words.
No, and you got Tweedledee and Tweedledum doing that. No.
One of their father's sex trafficking trial in New York. Hands gripped in solidarity.
Do you still believe your dad's innocent? How did you feel hearing that testimony? You have to apologise on behalf of your father. Do you believe your father's innocent? Do you still convinced your father's innocent? Your daddy got 4 years! Your daddy got 4 years for abusing women! That's wrong! He should get more!
Fight this to the end. He's innocent. Not afraid of charges. Nothing like the OJ all over again.
Hello. This is a prepaid collect call from Federal Correctional Institution, Fort Dix.
Girl, I look, we have a comment saying girl, dot, dot, dot. Look, that's all I had to say. Girl. And you want to know the gaggle? I'm watching. I'll go.
I know you are. We know you are.
I am
You
part
know
of
who?
the
Gotta make
I
some
don't know.
money,
You have to
man.
look. You have to tell me. Is the oldest brother don't seem like he's in it? Because I know he's like I got to try and get back to acting. Y'all fucking with the. I can't be fucking with y'all.
That's the one that's is that the one that Al B. Sure's son? Or
Yeah,
no?
Mhm. The
yeah,
old.
Oh, okay.
yeah. The oldest of Kim's kids.
So we have a comment. I'm sighing in French. It says "le sigh," and then another comment says, "Unless it's a live showing of his execution, I'm not interested."
Damn.
Well, I
Woo!
mean, I guess if other people profiting off of it, I guess they say we might as well do it too.
Might as well.
I
And the best
mean,
place to do it, honey, was Zeus with another who's ran by an alleged assaulter. Allegedly.
mhm.
Lemmy. We heard about you. Huh? Well, let me stop because I might end up wanting a Sean Zeus, my own Sean Zeus one day. Who knows? Let me
Don't burn that bridge before you get to it, right?
right before I even cross it. Let me chill. Well, like I said, clearly his children, well, we've learned that Diddy and his children, they don't make good decisions, right? I mean, because one, I just didn't think that this was a good. I mean, especially around this time, like, why would you even feel the need to? I mean, I guess, and they're really trying to get him out. I guess they're trying to do it and trying to prove his quote unquote innocence and blah blah blah. You're doing a poor job. But
They can
speaking of
make a flat screen, like you say.
hang it
But
up, that's great.
yeah, maybe they should wait till he gets out and then he can participate and you know do a whole little money grab on it.
Maybe. But he want all eyes on him, honey. He want everybody to feel sorry for him. And then the call, honey, the dramatic call. You have a collect call from Fort Dix. Oh, I'm like, oh my God, they are.
I, not gonna lie, they almost got me. That was a nice little touch right there.
Well, speaking of nice little touch and bad decisions, honey. If his son King Kong, the one who looked like him, if he can look any cornier than what he already does, baby, I got something for y'all. This is like one of those things that really could have stayed in the drafts. So his girlfriend gave him a book for Christmas, right? And y'all see I just shared here by way of all hip hop. Diddy's son shows off freaky sex gifts as dad fights for freedom. So we won't spend too much time on this, but let's just look.
Why? You know
Yes.
what?
Oh no. Mm-mm.
You know, they don't have no sense. I don't know if the frontal lobe is even developed yet. I think he about 20, but I don't think it's there yet.
Yeah, let me look because you might be right. Let me see King Combs. Let me see how old he is. Because we meet there. No, girl, he is 27. So he is past. 'Cause don't they say the frontal the development stopped at
Say
25 or
25.
something like
Well, they say some people maybe his still ain't there yet. Maybe it's been stunted because of his father. Something because you're stupid. Like, how
This
does
is so
that even
stupid.
like? Does that even make sense to you, home team? Like, why would you? You know what?
that. That's what. And I'm like,
Oh,
bad decision. Say, look, we have a comment. He was dropped on his head.
He
well,
should have kept that
well.
crap for real, for real, for real.
And then
It
the
shouldn't
next
even have
thing
been a
is
drab. You should have
5
just kept
months.
it to yourself. Like, why? Why would you even think to share that?
To share that, right?
And girlfriend too. It's like, okay, now I could get you if y'all wanted to like keep that in house or whatever. That's fine if your girlfriend wanted. But no, honey, one of them recorded it and they thought it was a good idea to post that shit on social media.
No,
Mm,
stupid. Why y'all so
mm,
fucking
mm. If some
stupid?
baby mothers in there, I'm gonna just fucking die.
But no baby oil. But he got a book about living with a big penis.
Oh my god. Ugh. Well, he got a bigger penis than his dad.
Oh, oh,
Now that's the gagger.
and, oh,
Ooh.
Oh, he said I ain't a tootsie roll.
oh.
Oh my god.
Well, let's see. Oh, and like I said, we won't. I won't even play the whole video, but let's just see where he get
How
that
stupid
gift,
it
man.
is. Yes, please.
Hmm.
Okay.
How to live with a huge penis. How to live with a huge penis. Advice, meditation, and wisdom for men who have too much. Guess I need this one.
No, you don't.
69 sex coupons. Ooh, good. Oh, I get to rip them off and hand them to you? I ripped a couple out that we were not doing. Just on Spotify.
Girl, you
It's
know.
it's the Beatles in the background for me.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, we have a comment saying I need to see proof. You know, I too would like to see the material just for research purposes.
Yeah, because I think it's cap.
Pass. Hard pass.
Well, the next thing, so like they probably are doing all of this because they are actually really, really hoping for Diddy to get out early. They are really anticipating for an early release, especially his lawyer Mark Garagos. And y'all see, I have this article here by Hot New Hip Hop. And you should see where it says Diddy's ex lawyer, Mark Garagos, believes in potential early release. So, attorney Mark Garagos may have not legally represented Diddy in his infamous federal case, but he's apparently very close to the situation. As such, he continues to provide divisive commentary on the matter based on not just his legal work with and for Sean Combs in the past, but also the fact that his daughter Tenny was part of Puff's defense team while she was pregnant. Anyway, now, according to News Nation, Mark is chiming in on Diddy's appeal to get an immediate prison release. Per the lawyer, this might not be as harebrained of an idea as prosecutors are arguing. I think there's potential there, he expressed. Remember when he was convicted of these two Mann Act violations? He won against the counts that carried a mandatory life sentence and would have basically forfeited his entire fortune. So he rolled the dice and won. And then when he was enhanced in his sentence by the very conduct he was acquitted of, I think that's fundamentally unfair. In fact, if we want to talk about fairness, I think the prosecution should be penalized for overcharging him in the first place. And he should have been immediately released. That's just me. I have great affection, and I think that's the just result. For those unaware, Diddy is requesting an early release over accusations that Judge Arun Subramanian sentence was unfair. His lawyers seek either a full reversal of his conviction or a reduction of his prison sentence, plus immediate release in either case. Their argument is that Judge Subramanian acted like a 13th juror and unrightfully influenced the jury's verdict by bringing up evidence related to Combs' acquitted charges as justifications for a harsher punishment for his convictions. We will see whether or not the court responds to this sooner rather than later. During this waiting process, Diddy was able to see his family this Christmas, as his son Justin reportedly paid him a visit. If the appeals court agree with the defense's arguments, maybe he will see even more, his family even more sooner than he thought. In any case, we're sure Mark Garagos will be there to opine. Mark, be quiet. Don't nobody want to hear that. Be quiet. All that wishful thinking. You got a whole new grandbaby that you could be worried about, and you out here talking about this Tootsie Roll. Anywho, so that's that on that. Um, Child, this next story. This is why Ray J's ass was alone for the holidays, honey. Sitting there posting that damn video of his lonely Christmas tree that he wished him and his children could just hold hands and do the ring around the roses around the Christmas tree. That's why your ass didn't get to do that, Farkle. So this man here, I have this hot new hip hop article. Ray J defends Diddy and claims Suge Knight could have sexually assaulted men.
You know what? I need him. He fucked around with the Kardashians and got told you better shut the fuck up before you really get sued. Like you don't. um, This he must be broker than a motherfucker around here. This is
Well, yeah.
he has to be.
Well, yeah, it's a
It's
list.
ridiculous.
Well, Ray J has gotten into a lot of hot water this year, and one of the most persistent narratives surrounding him is his support of Diddy. During a recent live stream chat with Amber Rose, mm, caught by the Jasmine brand on Instagram, he doubled down on
This whole MAGA thing, throw it in the trash.
honestly, but he doubled down on his defense and also reignited his allegations against Suge Knight. Basically, the singer claimed that Suge is capable of sexually assaulting men, while he believes that Sean Combs is not. Amber seemed to disagree with this take, but he went on anyway. I do know the truth because I know Diddy, Ray remarked. Diddy did some bad things, but taking a man out of his will, I know niggas that take niggas, and Diddy never came off like Suge allegedly came off. I think he was more horny for niggas than Puffy was. Did you ever get involved? Did you ever get invited to the freak offs? Me neither. He's in prison. He's being falsely imprisoned. It's not okay on the dead homies. You don't know the truth, Amber Rose argued. People knew Jeffrey Dahmer. Suge is probably just more outward with it, but it don't mean that it didn't happen. The actual parties is not the freak offs. It's not the same things. We don't see the shit at the parties. He be behind the DJ booth giving out Ciroc. It's just normal. It's just a normal night. No, I was never invited to a freak off, but that don't mean we ugly. That means he knows we not with that shit. Ray J, do you know he's in prison for soliciting male prostitutes? See, this is my thing about her. So if she can make this kind of argument anyway, I don't even want to get into it, child. Fuck her, Amber Rose. It says Ray J and Suge Knight were once tight, but it seems like that has changed a lot over the past few years. How much of that is due to this Diddy defense, other personal factors, or a completely unknown development is still a mystery. Nevertheless, Ray's wild and unfounded allegations still stand, and he's clearly not backing down from advocating for the bad boy mogul. We'll see if Suge has responses of his own to offer from behind bars. For the most part, he's let everything play out in the gossip cycle. hmm Let me just give y'all a word of advice. A very dangerous thing is a quiet Aries, honey. That means he's plotting. So, oops.
Who are we talking about that's an Aries plotting?
Suge Knight. That's
Oh,
why he said that about these allegations, honey.
it just happened. He probably ain't even got it yet from jail. Please.
Baby, I am cracking at this comment, honey. Look, why I read this in this Miss Juicy's voice? Like, we have a comment saying from one fuck nigga to another. Can you come up with something else?
Okay.
I like to keep y'all up to date about the fuck niggas, honey.
Ugh. What did Miss Juicy say?
Can you come up with something else? Well, no, just do it. That's all you can say. Can you come up with something else? Can you come up with something else? Oh, look, he says that's how I roll. See, this how I do it, bitch. We see each other. I love it.
Look here. I'm just gonna say Ray J broke, and he really out here trying to get these coins, trying to generate any type of publicity. Because honestly, you shouldn't even. We shouldn't even be having your name every week. Like this is ridiculous.
One
Mm-mm.
thing he knows how to do is stay in, keep his name out there, honey. Keep his name in people's mouths, and he's been doing that since what? Since the early damn well, hell, since the '90s, really. If you really want to wake it up, so. But now it's just kind of like and we tired, but bitch like me, honey. I'm part of the problem. I love the mess, so I'm gonna always, yeah. Well, speaking of mess, honey, and shout out to Chill for bringing this story to my attention, honey. So Craig Mack's wife is out here, and I promise this is be my last piece of Diddy news or Diddy related news for the day, because we're gonna have more by tomorrow. But anyway, so this next piece of news, Craig Mack, honey, his wife is talking. She's out here talking, honey, and I have this hot new hip hop article. You all should see where it says Craig Mack's ex-wife claims someone purposely infected him with AIDS. Mm-mm. Oh, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. Before I even get to the
Wait,
I'm reading.
we know he had AIDS. I didn't know that.
Well, they never said it was AIDS. They just kept saying he died of an illness, quote unquote. But the streets have been talking for years.
Ah, okay.
And I'm sorry, I'm looking at this damn comment that says maybe Suge could have showed him how to fuck so we wouldn't have to be subjected to that piss poor sex video. Oh my God. Anyway, well, back to Craig Mack, honey, and y'all see this link from Hot New Hip Hop, and so Craig Mack was arguably the first breakout star that Diddy brought onto Bad Boy Records, although he sadly did not see his career reach the same heights as his contemporaries did. He sadly passed away in 2018 due to HIV/AIDS complications after a private life at a South Carolina ministry following many career troubles. But in a new interview with The Art of Dialogue, Roxanne Alexis Hill Johnson, the mother of Mac's two children and his ex-wife, claimed that there is a dark and hidden circumstance behind his passing. Specifically, she claims that someone purposely infected him with the disease in New York, either via sending a girl with the condition to him or otherwise. Roxanne said that the New York artist was not gay, and that he even warned an inspiring male artist that he could be poisoned by the higher ups in the music industry. She also explained that she and her kids with the Project Funk the World artist did not know of his diagnosis until 2 weeks before his death. The coroner told Roxanne that he probably suffered for the condition for a decade, and she does not believe he ever took medication for it. Someone got to him, Mac's ex-wife remarked at one point of the interview, later adding, Craig had a feeling that it was something given to him, not in, I guess, the way people usually contract AIDS. If he had been in a intravenous drug, if he had been an intravenous drug user sharing needles, they would.
Intravenous.
Thank you, girl, because thank you, boo. Intravenous. I said intravenous, honey, like my cousin's name. Anyway, if he would have been an intravenous drug user sharing needles, they would know the probability of him getting sick from that. But that was just like out of the blue. She also said that this has resulted in a lot of confusion and lack of closure for the family, as the origins of the HIV diagnosis remains unclear. Roxanne also expressed that she will not share her specific theories about what happened due to advice from her lawyers. Nevertheless, Craig Mack's legacy live on. While he did not enjoy the full fruits of his labor, fans and loved ones continue to celebrate him fondly. We'll see if anything else develops with the accusations and longtime presumptions. And also in the oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. This comment. So we have one comment that says, "Oh my God, I thought he was a younger version of Buster," and then another one says, "He looks like Florida Evans." Bye. Oh my God. Oh gosh. But in another part of the interview, she says that he also got involved with a of like a was it a cult leader type person who ran a church, and he like pretty much put Craig through a test of making him seem like, but the man was racist, allegedly, first of all. And then he like had a situation where he was on a plantation and he liked to have black people work for him as if it was slavery days. Craig Mack kids were probably, because the kids went back and told
What?
yeah, girl, it was weird. It was a crazy interview. So yeah, this is all, and I think what happened was this man exploited him, exploited Craig Mack because Craig Mack was sick, and he was probably thinking he can pray that sickness away, or just probably trying to get himself right before he knew he was gonna, So yeah, but this is all fucking weird. But and allegedly there was a lot of that going on. Whether they would shoot someone up with the needle, or they would send girls that they knew were infected with or knew that they had HIV. What they would send them into, but I mean, and I guess that's where
But
personal
why Craig Mack though? Of all the people, why would he be chosen to get this situation done to him? Like, I'm not. What would
didn't
be?
have like a really nasty money battle with Bad
So
Boy.
when are they trying to say it was after the whole bad boy thing where he contracted it?
Don't give me the line, girl. I need to go back and watch the video.
Um,
Watch the interview again.
I mean, I get what she's trying to. I'm picking up what she's putting down, but I'm like, huh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, I didn't have to talk with you today, girl. Don't be putting that shit in the chat, having me laughing and cackling through the whole show. Because it's talking about
Look,
the prayer didn't go any higher than the ceiling. Next article.
that was funny. Damn, no, but you had me cackling when you said my cousin's name. I
My
was
cousin
off
name is
my
Travis. Hey, Travis.
hollering.
We call him Trav for short.
I was off the mic screaming. Okay.
Look, Durham. Durham. Hey, shout out to the Bull City. Yeah, this next article, I imagine I'm going to have to share my screen to read it so y'all can see like the visuals or whatever. Because I usually Complex, if I remember correctly, does not have a thumbnail preview. But this next story is wow, honey. Because did y'all see about Benzino and Bobby Valentino, or Bobby V? Allegedly.
No.
Well, according to Benzino's ex, Althea, honey, she alleges that, and I have this Complex article. Yeah, I'm gonna have to share because it shows a blank screen. But I have this Complex article here, and you all should see where it says Benzino's ex accusing rapper of having bisexual relationship with Bobby V, honey. And it says Bino X posted screenshots of what she thinks is proof on Instagram. Mm-mm. Well, Benzino's ex, Althea Hart, has accused the rapper and former Source co-owner of having a bisexual relationship with Bobby V. On Saturday, December 27th, Hart hopped on Instagram to outline her accusation using alleged text messages between her and Benzino that she believes confirms her claim. They don't actually, but anyway. In screenshots of an alleged message thread that appeared to be with Benzino, Hart says to him, "You was actually fucking Bobby V. Please, I tried to love you, and I have my last to provide as a mother, so you feel good about me losing my homes." Um, he says, once the court finds out what happens these last 6 months with Zeno telling everything, you'll be in deep trouble. I have to say, is he really talking about himself in third person? The crazy. Anywho. So did you, Lost Soul. Okay, great. So you're admitting your bisexuality. Oh my God. And you don't think that all along, well, anyway. So I don't know again how she thinks this confirms it. Maybe he just felt like he didn't want to be bothered with that baseless. I don't know. I've never personally, y'all know I be hearing things about hearing things about hearing things in these whispers. And I can truthfully say I've never heard anything about Benzino in that way. But who knows? He might truly be on the low if that's the case. But it says, and on the other person in the thread implied to be Mizzino, seemingly ignores the accusation. Hart follows up by clarifying, so you admitted to your bisexuality. Oh my God. At the time of publishing, Bizzino hasn't addressed Hart's claims publicly, but he's previously dealt with allegations pertaining to his sexuality. In April of 2022, transgender model Shauna Brooks claimed that she turned down Bizzino's sexual advances, alleging that they'd established a friendship initially, but he wanted to take things a step further. Okay, so one night he calls me at 2 in the morning and sloppy seconds again, he has a stripper over there, Shauna told Jazzy McBee on Atlanta Street's 945 at the time. He's showing the stripper my pictures. He's like, I want you to come. You know, that's one of my fantasies. I said, why would you do that? Why would you show my pictures? I don't understand why he's showing me around to other people in your bed on your pillow time talk. Bezino responded to a statement with double XL. It's obvious this animal is doing anything to stay relevant and for clout. First, he said I was trying to hide the fact that we were intimate in a relationship, and now he said we were never intimate and only spoke on the phone. Also, I want people with common sense to recognize that he tagged Mona Scott begging to be on Love and Hip Hop. That same year, Benzino addressed gay allegations due to a video of him surface being escorted out of a Red Roof Inn. And in an interview with Vlad TV, he claimed that he was just sharing the room with a friend due to financial issues. Meanwhile, Bobby V has also faced his share of allegations. In 2017, a transgender woman, Rima Houston, accused him of soliciting her on the website Backpage, hired her, and then refused to pay her for her services. Bobby V later claimed that he was being extorted and didn't know the woman was transgender. The singer would later take her to court for extortion. Soon after, another transgender woman, Shauna Brooks, shared screenshots suggesting that she'd also been in contact with Bobby V. And at press time, Bobby V has not addressed Althea Hart's allegations. So who y'all think doing the bend? That's a little. We had a comment about sexual relationship with Benzino and anthropomorphic thumb girl. Well, honey, some people like a thumb in the booty. You never know, girl. Some people are into that.
What I don't get is if something actually went down with this person, why are you not paying them regardless of what you may have found out? They provided a service.
And the streets have been talking about Bobby V and his ass doing that to the dolls like very often. He's known for doing that shit. So, and they were saying how like if you do like meet up him, it's best to get your money up front because he played too damn much. Oh, we have a comment saying I'd rather not know. Well, that's that on that. I don't know if I believe out there again. I don't see people. I don't believe Benzino is. I don't. I just don't. Anywho, someone I do believe is, honey, Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, honey, did y'all hear over the weekend about him and his allegations? He got another one, honey. However, I'm not sure if I believe it too tough. Now, I always believe all victims, truly I do, but it's just the similarity. They're using the same lawyer as the first one, as does Derek Dixon, and their stories are similar. Like, oh, I was invited to his house under the guise of of a business conversation, and it led to one thing. He tried to force himself on me, and da 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 da. Well, now, bitch, now what's happened? This new accuser, some text messages done came out. And y'all see, I have this article here from TMZ. Tyler Perry's sexual battery accuser asked him for money before filing suit. Alleged text show. Not a good look.
Yeah, I knew you would get to the bottom of it. That's why I sent it to you.
Thank you for knowing that I love mess and I will get to the bottom of it. Oh, we have a comment. Medea could not climb my back, yelling her lure in my ear as she climaxes. Absolutely not. I don't know, girl. For because that man is his net worth. I might be able to tolerate a hell lure, honey, every now and then. I don't know. Anywho, so Tyler Perry's alleged text messages. Tyler Perry's alleged text messages with his sexual battery accuser, Mario Rodriguez, seem to show the other man asking Perry for money prior to filing a lawsuit against him. We've obtained alleged text messages between Rodriguez and Perry, with several sent on August 31st of this year. And then it says they have photos of the messages. It says, beginning with him writing he hasn't been feeling well and recently blaming it on his teeth. In fact, I can share my screen and we can look at the messages together. It says, girl, we have a comment, girl, you fuck 50 for free, you have no shame. I sure do, and would. Shit. But this is not about my vagina. This is about Mario Rodriguez. And so y'all see the text message. It says, "Brother, haven't been feeling okay, confused and a little nauseous. I got blood work, think it's my teeth. I know it's none of your business. I don't know what to do. I know I promise you I would never ask you for anything, but if it is what I think it is, I don't think I could do it on my own because I barely pay my bills, scared as fuck. I don't want to get sepsis like my dad and pass away. I don't even want to mention it because I don't want to make it real. I feel sick most days, never told anybody this, but my mom and everybody started to notice my broke ass. Don't have insurance. I'd never lie to you. I don't, but I think that's what's wrong. My dentist is supposed to take care of in Beverly Hills, but he's in prison for fraud. Oh, anywho, I've always been healthy, but lately I've been waking up confused and dizzy and a bunch of stuff. I just can't go to the doctor because I can't even afford it. I don't want anything. I just want to be okay. Scared, brother. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And then I think here's another one that says, he then allegedly says he's scared. He wants to make sure his health issues, nothing serious. And it says other alleged messages from 2024 seemingly show Rodriguez thanking Perry for everything and showing him love. As you know, Rodriguez filed a sexual assault and sexual battery lawsuit against Perry last week, claiming the movie star made unwanted advances towards him and even alleging Perry grabbed his penis on one occasion. Perry's attorney, Alex Spiro, tells TMZ this is nothing but a $77 million money grab scam. And we've reached out to Rodriguez. So far, no word back. And what is so the messages from 2024 that they're talking about? It says, I can share my screen again. It says, just know that I love you and thank you for everything. I appreciate you to the moon. You got my Mexican ass out of a lot of bad places, and I just want to tell you thank you. I can't buy you anything, but I just want to tell you that your boy right here appreciates you more than anything. Straight from the heart, bro. Nothing I wouldn't do for you, man. Anyway, enjoy your time. I hope to see you again soon. He says, "Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. Yep, you've been through it. I'm glad you're doing well. You don't have to give me a thing or pay me a thing. I'm just glad you're good. Uh, mm-mm. I'm still going through it, but you know me, man. I'm a survivor just like you, and I'm glad that you're my friend, and I love you, bro, respectfully." Mario is trying to pretty much throw hints at Tyler that he is willing to bust it open for a check, honey. And I guess because you see what Tyler wrote back, you don't have to give me a thing or pay me a thing. I'm just glad you're good. He don't want dick. And I'm sorry, y'all. I just because what I heard about Tyler, I heard that Tyler does not do the bending. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. I heard Tyler does do the bending. He is a very much a power top, so I don't think he's grabbing anybody's penis. But who knows? But I just know this does not. Again, I tend to believe all victims, but I would be remiss if I said this didn't make his story look a little funny. He begging for money. They communicating through Jack. They say, he did all that for you and your ragged ass mouth. And yep. Mm-mm. So that's
Yeah,
that on that.
little funny business, but okay.
Yeah.
I thought he did come out during the last allegation.
Who? Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
Hell no, he didn't. Let me tell you, that man is going to stay in the closet, honey. He got a king size bed up now. He ain't never coming out the closet. Do you hear me? Because he
All
know
right.
that's gonna fuck up his bottom line.
All right.
Well, also, like, what's the origin of the story? I know it's like, how did we know he actually asked him for money? Who said it?
You said who said
That he
who
asked
how
him for.
oh, I don't know because these look like now and from these I don't know if Tyler's assistant maybe sent these because it looks like from the point of view of Tyler doing the like texting because
Mm-hmm.
Tyler's message was blue.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe his if it wasn't Tyler, then maybe his assistant.
Hmm.
We have a quote: "Medea's the top. Tyler's a verse bottom." Okay, well maybe he did touch his penis allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, I'm just thinking maybe if he asked him for money because maybe if this did happen, he felt like he could get it, And when he said no, maybe he decided to come forth. I mean, it sort of makes the story look a little funny, but maybe not. Let's see how it washes out.
Let's keep watching. Y'all know I'm
Hmm.
gonna keep following this story, honey. Well, speaking of another black billionaire, honey, well, Beyonce is officially one. Because remember when they reported it was like her and Jay Z together, their combined network makes them the couple, a power couple, and a billionaire. But no, baby, not this time. This is all Beyonce by herself and not her ragged ass husband. Sorry, Moon. I don't see it for her husband. But y'all say I just share here by TMZ. Beyonce is declared a billionaire by Forbes. So she's almost as rich as Cup. Anywho,
I mean, I feel like this was only a matter of time. The wealth income gap is just like expanding exponentially. So it's
yes, indeed. And
anybody
then
over
you'll
anybody
get to
over
see
like
her at the Cup
500
Club
million.
meeting.
I think anybody over like 500 million, they'll be a billionaire at some point in the near future.
Yeah, I know that's right. Well, I don't know if I would love that for me, but I don't know if I know how to act with all that money. But anyway, be
Hopefully, you'd have enough sense to just disappear and enjoy your money.
me having sense. I think you're giving me too much credit, Cup.
Oh, damn.
We have a comment. You don't know how to act now, girl. Fuck you. They say, "Oh, and I really hope to see her perform in person. Fingers crossed." Listen, honey, she ain't gonna never stop at this rate. Clearly. Well, Beyonce is officially joining the Three Comma Club, becoming the only fifth musician to reach the humongous milestone, according to Forbes. The famed magazine, which prides itself on tracking the fortunes of the rich and famous, made the announcement Monday, revealing Queen Bee now joins an elite group of billionaire musicians that include Taylor Swift, Bruce Springsteen, Rihanna, and Beyonce's own husband, Jay Z. Anywho, while Beyonce made a fortune from the Renaissance World Tour, which grossed nearly 600 million in 2023, Forbes attributed her massive wealth in part to reinventing herself in 2024 as a country music star. To put it in perspective, Forbes says
Out
the
here.
Forbes says the Cowboy Carter tour grossed more than $400 million in ticket sales and pulled in another 50 million in merchandise at shows. The outlet projects she earned $148 million in 2025 before taxes, making her the third highest paid musician in the world. That's not all. Forbes goes to say her NFL Christmas Day halftime show rang up around $50 million, including production costs, while her string of Levi commercials added another $10 million to the pile. A big reason why the Queen continues to rake it in is that she controls nearly every aspect of her career through her company, Parkwood Entertainment. Parkwood oversees her empire, managing her career and producing her music, documentaries, and tours, while fronting the cost herself to scoop up the biggest slice of the back end profits. Safe to say, Queen Billionaire is officially in a league of her own. Congrats. Okay, I gotta give it. They did eat with that billionaire. That was cute. That was cute.
So I wonder if the country music thing was like she turned her career at a point to be like, as it a diversive thing? Like, were people supporting her because of the the backlash that she got from the country community? Because the country community was not fucking happy. So it
Mm-mm.
wasn't white people.
I think it could have been a little bit of both. Yeah, because some people in the country community was fucking with her because she tried to do country before when they brought her to the CMAs, with the chicks, and they threw her shade even back then. But I don't know. That's a good question, Cup. But
It's funny.
when you see her at y'all billionaire meeting, you just tell her I said hey, and I love her.
You don't stop.
Oh, y'all. Well, oh my God, we were just talking about Anthony Joshua and how American women are wet for him, honey. Well, shout out to Beezus for sending me and Gorgeous Moon sent the story as well. But girl, he almost died in Nigeria. Like literally almost died. So I have this TMZ article. You should see where it says boxing superstar Anthony Joshua injured in car wreck in Nigeria. So bad news out of the boxing world. Renowned heavyweight fighter Anthony Joshua was reportedly injured in a deadly car wreck in Nigeria just 10 days after he knocked out Jake Paul in the ring. The accident occurred on the congested, and forgive me if I mispronounce this, but Lagos Ibadan Expressway in Ogun State in southwest Nigeria on Monday when Joshua's vehicle collided with a stationary truck, according to media reports citing a police statement. Joshua was a backseat passenger in the vehicle with three other people, two of whom were killed, according to the reports. The boxing superstar was reportedly taken to the hospital for treatment after suffering minor injuries. Videos posted on social media showed Joshua sitting dazed inside the car moments before being pulled out by Good Samaritans. The Ogun State Police Command has launched an investigation into the cause of the crash. It's unclear if anyone was inside the truck at the moment of impact. On December 19th, Joshua knocked out Jake Paul in the sixth round of their fight in Miami. Paul went to social media on Monday to share his condolences to those impacted. Life is much more important than boxing, Paul said on Twitter. I am praying for the lost lives, AJ, and anyone impacted by today's unfortunate accident. Well, that was nice of his racist, allegedly, as to say. That was nice. But yeah, honey, oh my God, I'm sure he is traumatized. You just in the car with somebody and have to get in an accident with a truck, and now the two people that you was in the car with, now they both been killed. Like, good
Jake
God.
Jake Paul allegedly. No, I'm pretty sure he dropping N bombs around here.
Touche. But
I,
if Jake Paul and his lawyers, because Jake Paul got YouTube money, so if he has lawyers that send a bitch like a letter,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't have no way. See,
why
I'm
he
not.
had no clothes on though?
Chill. Don't put a question mark where God puts a period. Let me stop.
I mean, you riding in the back seat of a car, and you in nothing but shorts. I mean, I just thought it a little interesting. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
It's
To
hot
be
in
completely
Vegas.
honest, if my body looked like that, I'd be walking around here in nothing but some damn shorts too, honey.
It's hot
Oh,
in Vegas.
okay.
Yeah. Well, prayers to him and condolences to the family and the loved ones of those who were killed in that accident. That's just sad. Well, in some other news in Nigeria, honey, how about a rapper? He got animal rights groups pissed, honey. Pissed, baby, because his ass was sitting there dragging a goat on stage. Child. I have this link here by All Hip Hop. And you should see where it says rapper drag goats across stage, prompting animal cruelty outrage.
Mm, a goat?
A goat girl. Well, High Star La Vista dragged a baby goat across a concert stage at Brown Hill Coliseum in Nigeria at during a live performance last week, igniting widespread backlash and accusations of animal mistreatment. Footage from the event shows the rising hip hop artist pulling the visibly distressed animal he has named Chigbo across the stage under intense lights and booming audio as the crowd cheered. The clip quickly spread around social media, with many calling the act abusive and demanding accountability. So I'm just gonna share my screen in a bit, and it says animal rights advocates and online critics have called for formal investigations and urged a ban on using animals in his future performances and flooded his social media accounts with angry messages. So we won't watch the whole video, but you'll just see like at the beginning, like maybe the first 45 seconds, and it's bad, y'all. I'm like, really, nigga?
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah,
But
please.
dragging that goat and during Capricorn season nonetheless. How dare you? Oh my lord. Crazy.
What was the reason?
Oh, we have a comment. Which one was the goat? Oh, oh my god! And then another comment. Oh, I don't even know if I want to read this out loud. Talking about gotta tenderize the meat. Oh my god! I'm sorry. Oh my god, that is horrible. Oh, good gracious. Oh, okay. Well, speaking of tenderized meat, honey, this next story had me cracking up. So remember we just talked about Blueface and his girlfriend, Nevaeh Akira. And last time we talked about Nevaeh, she pretty much said that she expects for her man Blueface to cheat, honey, because it's in the Bible and that's just how she do. But so Blueface, I guess he thanks her by telling her that she looks like King Harris. And King Harris actually got wind of that. He's not very happy about that. So I have this link here from All Hip Hop. And you all should see where it says here Blueface keeps picking on King Harris, says he looks like his girlfriend.
I know he ain't talking about. Uh, you know what?
Well, I'm going to share my screen. There are three clips in here. The first one is of King. Talk about it first. Then the second one shows Blueface and the girl actually talking about it. Then the third one is King again. So look, we have a comment. I'd rather you talk about Blue's Clues than Blueface. Okay, well, we won't spend too much time on this, but this had me cracking up. So here's video one.
So I'm lost for words right now. I just seen a video and I don't know how to feel. I just seen a video where Blueface said his girl looks like me. First of all, I don't look like no female out here. Second of all, why the hell would you say that, brother? That's not. Now I'm under the impression that you think your girl look like me. I don't like that shit.
Okay, so the next one, and y'all, just I'm sorry, I should have said trigger warning, just so you know, his teeth will not jump out of the screen and bite you. I promise they won't.
Yeah.
Well, this is Blueface and girl, they look so nasty. But here's what they have to say.
So y'all keep saying my bitch look like King Harris, all right?
I kind of do.
Baby, you kind of do a little bit.
Oh,
just a little bit though, like a better version.
What you look like?
You know me, shit.
Blow up fish. Fuck you. So
you feel me, baby? Look like him a little bit.
That's okay.
They look so nasty. Right, sugar? I know, girl. They look so nasty. Well, this is another video from King. He didn't like that too much.
No self-respect. You can't let this man play in your face.
Mm-mm.
But like real shit as a player though, why would you say your girl look like another man? Like that's weird, bro. I get the joke, bro, but I would never did no shit. Like, I would have never said no shit like that. I see in the comment section they like, I know King tight. I'm less mad, more like weirded out. It's like, why would you call your girl? Why would you say your girl resembles a guy? That shit don't sit. And then props to her. She like, oh, well, that means I'm handsome. Nah, baby, you supposed to be beautiful, pretty, sexy. Men are handsome. You know? Like, don't get her thinking she handsome, Blueface. I'm handsome. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful. You know? Man traits should not be there.
So she look like King Von and she sound like Krishan.
Oh.
He does.
Somebody put yuck and he sound like his mama. Y'all leave him alone. King looks like an Eastern Island statue with a fro. Oh my God. And then we have a comment. Is it because they have the same skin color? Or yeah, because I mean I don't see the resemblance, but okay.
Me neither.
And then we have a comment. This is a lettuce wrap nothing burger.
Don't do lettuce like that.
Oh well, that's that on that, honey. Well, I wish Beezus was here at the moment because I would ask him if he was familiar with this rapper who's out of the Bay Area. But they actually just got a 10 years, honey, for fucking around in Oklahoma with that marijuana. So I'm a rapper by the name of Jay Diggs. Have y'all ever heard of him out of curiosity? I know I haven't.
Mm-mm.
Oh, a comment saying that King looks like Sideshow Bob. Oh my God. Well, you can see here by way of all hip hop, Jay Diggs gets 10 years for marijuana charges in Oklahoma court. Jay
For
Diggs was hit with a 10-year sentence in Rogers County after cops found 4 pounds of weed and $11,745 in cash in his car during a May 2020 traffic stop near Catoosa. The Bay Area rapper was found guilty on 4 marijuana related charges in November. Judge Stephen R. Pazzo handed down the sentence on December 16th. I could smell marijuana coming from the vehicle, from the back bumper before I even said hello, Deputy Ron Walker said. Diggs will serve 4 years each for 3 counts: possession with intent to distribute, conspiracy to contribute, and possession without Oklahoma's required tax stamp for medical marijuana. The sentences run at the same time. Then he was hit with 6 more years for acquiring proceeds from drug activity, which he ran after the first 4 years. At some point, it becomes clear that this is not for personal use, said Rogers County District Attorney Matt Ballard. By the time you get to 4 pounds, clearly that isn't for personal use. That's the sale. No, I just want to take a moment to say, I don't know, in my house, baby, if you find 4 pounds of wet marijuana, I'm smoking all 4 pounds of it, and I'll
that
probably smoke all
that
pounds within maybe a 2 to 3 week period, honey. Oh, it's getting smoked.
especially
Anywho,
if you spoken with friends, 4 pounds. Nah,
yeah,
if you had like 20 pounds, maybe that'd be kind of. But 4 pounds for you
four
and your brother,
pounds, girl.
that ain't nothing.
Well, the 41-year-old rapper has been releasing music under the name Jay Diggs since 2003. He calls himself president of Mac Dre's Fizz Nation on his Instagram, where he has over 230,000 followers. Mac Dre, who was killed in 2004, helped start the hyphy hip hop scene that Diggs belongs to. Diggs has been beefing with music manager Whack 100 on social media for years. The feud heated up when Diggs released a diss track called Three Finger Whack in 2023, targeting Whack 100 directly. The beef started over Whack 100's comments made about the comments that made about Diggs, and has played out across Instagram and YouTube interviews. Diggs has 3 prior felony convictions in other states for guns and drugs. He also spent 10 years in prison for a conspiracy to rob a bank. I'm sorry. The jury originally wanted to give Diggs 18 years, but the judge showed some mercy, handing down a 10-year sentence. Okay. Well, that's that on that, honey. But yeah, I'm chill on with you. 4 pounds of marijuana, honey. I will get through that really quickly.
Now, I wonder why he was stopped. Was he speeding? Why would you draw the attention of any law enforcement and you holding that much weed and it's loud? They smell it just walking up to your car. You know, people really do dumb shit. Like, I would have not been speeding or anything. Mm-mm.
Me either, honey. And especially not in no damn no where it is, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Are you
No
kidding
way.
me?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's wild. Now you got 10 years for something that's legal where you came from. Get out of here.
And that's maybe what I'm thinking. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, which I shouldn't because I shouldn't. I said I was gonna stop giving all cishet men benefit of the doubt, but maybe where he's coming from, they are very lax where they like to ride around, smoke. I don't know how. Maybe he thought. I don't know,
No,
but
you
yeah,
ain't thought. You should know. the weed laws of the cities and states that you're going through. You should not be that crazy that you think because you a rapper, you got a little money, you gonna ride through Oklahoma probably smoking or whatever, dudes in the car, 4 pounds, and you breaking some, laws along the road. That's just crazy. You get too
Mhm.
relaxed about it, and now look, look,
And
look at you.
and now look, I'm sorry, JDs. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, bro, but no, chill. Brought me back to reality. No, you should have known better, Nickel.
No, he looked too old for that shit. Like you should know better.
Yeah, girl, he does look too old, and the gagger is he's only 41.
Yeah, I'm just saying he ain't no young, like a teenager or nothing. Like you should know better.
Right, but does the man in this thumbnail look like a 41-year-old man? No, he looked like
Hmm.
he qualifies for AARP.
Older, yeah, he definitely looks his age though. But yeah, mm-mm. Yeah, you invited that. They didn't say why they stopped him. They just talked about the weed, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe that's just a bad picture because I'm looking at other pictures of him. He don't look that bad.
Oh, okay, but he looks older, old enough to know better.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, speaking of somebody else who needs to know better, honey, Bad Bunny. Now, Bad Bunny, you look, you already got little. You got the people excited about your Super Bowl performance, honey. Don't be fucking around in Mexico and get stuck up in there for playing around at their museums. You know, Mexico do not play. So, I have this link here from TMZ, and you all should see where it says Bad Bunny lays hands on museum exhibit, prompting official scolding, honey. Well, music superstar Bad Bunny is in a bit of hot water after putting his paws on a protected museum exhibit in Mexico on a recent visit. And he even posted pics of his transgression, excuse me. Now that Bad Bunny's done with his ongoing residency in Puerto Rico, he's been playing tourist. And at a stop at Mexico City, the singer visited the National Museum of Anthropology to take in the culture. Like most museums, visitors are not allowed to handle objects or displays. But as you can see from the pics that Bad Bunny posted himself, he's since taken it down. He took a moment to lay hands on a stone monument carved with ancient insignia during his visit. And let me share my screen so y'all can see the picture of his ass. Like, I mean, he really tried it. Now, Bad Bunny, you know better. You know better. Look, honey, hands all up, open, just paws all. He don't left his fingerprints on it. All five, the whole handprint is on it. You know better, sir. Anywho, Spanish language news sites KCHFM reports museum security reacted right away during the December 17th incident and warns him to keep his mitts off the goods. The museum officially posted a reminder on socials to the public that no matter how famous you are, you gotta respect the history and the rules. Don't engage in direct manipulation of an archaeological. Oh shit! I ain't even gonna try that word again.
Archaeological.
Thank you, boo. Archaeological.
It's kicking your ass.
It was gonna deep choke me, honey. But the technical term for the and it says stele. Is that pronounced stele or stele? STELE. It says that's the technical term for the carved stone monument. Anywho,
I don't know.
well, it says somebody remind Bunny to take his own advice from his Debí tirar más fotos album. Just take more photos. Ow. I just spoke some Spanish. And for some reason, TMZ put a picture of Bad Bunny laying bucket ass naked, honey.
Huh?
Look, we have a comment. Bitch, was that a spell? Yeah, they put this picture in here for some reason.
That
Nice,
ain't
but yeah, I
nothing to
mean,
do with the museum story.
I guess maybe they feel that his body is so nice, maybe it belongs in the museum. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, that's that on that. Long story short, keep your hands off that shit in the museum. You know better. Okay. So now this next story here. So this is actually very weird. So there was a show on Discovery called Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch. Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch. And I just have a feeling that this is not the kind of show that any of you watched. But We're not here to talk about the show. What we're going to talk about is one of the people from the show named Chad Ollinger or Ollinger, however you say his name. We just gonna call him Chad for now. But that motherfucker is crazy, and it looks like he may have killed his cellmate.
Mm,
Chad. Y'all see where it says here by way of TMZ, Discovery Channel star Chad Ollinger accused of murdering cellmate. So, Chad Ollinger, who appeared on Discovery Channel's Mystery at Blind Frog Ranch, is facing a murder charge after his cellmate was found dead inside a Las Vegas jail, TMZ has learned. According to the Las Vegas Metro Police, corrections officers conducted routine checks at Clark County Detention Center Friday, discovered a male inmate lying motionless inside a cell. Officers entered and observed the inmate had apparent blunt force injuries. The inmate was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say Ollinger, who was the victim's cellmate, was taken into custody. Detectives determined a physical altercation occurred between Ollinger and the victim inside the cell before the inmate's death. The reality TV star now faces a charge of open murder, a Clark County Detention Center spokesperson tells TMZ. Ollinger had already been behind bars since October after being arrested as a fugitive from another state, which he's facing a contempt of court charge. Mm-mm.
how you take somebody in custody that's already in jail? That sounds so crazy to me. Like he was taken into custody. He in custody. The eyes never lie though. Look at him,
Yep. They said we
baby.
have a comment. They should have given him life for that hair. Ah, I have to say, white people who choose to lock their hair, it's a little weird. It's a little weird. Like, like
I
you,
can understand it though. It's a fire hairstyle, even though their hair doesn't lock as well. I mean, it takes a lot of time and manipulation. I can understand why they like it.
yeah, it looks cool, but it's just not for. And it's a spiritual journey that they just don't. Anyway, yeah, I don't. But yeah, them up. Mm. Well, that's that on that, honey. Well, let's talk about another reality star, honey, for a show that y'all probably didn't watch. Did y'all ever hear about a show called Neighbors with Benefits?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's like it was a show about like swingers and neighbors that sucking and fucking on each other. Well, anyway, well, again, not here to talk about the show. We're gonna talk about one of the people from the show, and this motherfucker is another nasty white man in reality TV. And you should see where it says here by way of TMZ, ex-reality star arrested for child animal sex crimes, had animals seized.
Yeah.
Baby, they took them dogs away from his ass, honey.
Who this headline? This headline. It's
She
too
was like,
much.
let me move my brain so I can read that again.
Like like Monique's meme. It's too much.
Yes, very that. Well, Tony McAllister, the former A&E personality arrested on charges of pandering obscenity involving a minor and sexual conduct with an animal in Ohio, had his pets confiscated from him, TMZ has learned.
Oh, Jesus.
Warren County Sheriff Barry Riley tells TMZ the animals were seized from McAllister during the investigation and are being well cared for. He did not reveal what type of animals McAllister had sexual contact with. However, WLWT5 reports it was two dogs. As we reported, McAllister was arrested on Tuesday, but satisfied his $250,000 bail after his court hearing this week. He was ordered to have no contact with any children or pets and is due back in court next Tuesday. TMZ has reached out to McAllister for comment. So far, no word back. McAllister appeared on the short-lived A&E show Neighbors with Benefits in 2015, which documented him and his wife Diana McAllister swinging with other couples in their friend group. It was canceled after 2 episodes due to public scrutiny. When TMZ contacted Diana for comment, she said she was no longer married to McAllister. Mm-mm.
Child. Mm-mm.
Nasty buzzer. Ooh. I'm sitting here looking at this comment saying, talking about the white people who lock their hair. It looks like a bird's nest. Yes, they do, and it look like it stank. Well, oh, and I'm sorry, Moon. I forgot this was my 3 stories left. So this is my third story. I got 2 more stories left now. Sorry, I forgot to do the warning. Well, this next story, honey. Have y'all ever heard of the singer Calvin Taylor? He's a soul singer, and fun fact, his dad was actually Johnny Taylor, and his mom was the gospel singer Benita Arterberry. Well,
Okay.
well, anyway, honey. Well, long story short, Calvin Taylor actually signed a record deal with L Town Records last year in November, honey, and he is not happy about it. So I'm gonna actually have to share my screen because this is an Instagram post from Spade TV, and he was actually going off about that. And let me see here. You should see where it says viral singer Calvin Taylor regrets signing a record deal. I got a $500 loan and a cake from Kroger. I want out. So the whole statement says, I made a big mistake November of last year. Signed to a label thinking that would help my music career because I needed the help. Signed, got a cake from Kroger, got some pictures taken, $300 for gas because I drove to them, got a loan for $500 December of last year, and that's about it. No shows, no budget for real promotion. Wrote and recorded a song that is my biggest song they've ever had, which is That's My Baby. And that's been viewed over 240,000 times and counting. Saying all this to say, I don't know why I signed. I've gained nothing from it, from it except a great song that I wrote. And I guess they cut off the message. But yeah, that's very
Alone,
interesting. Alone, honey, and
five
for
hundred,
$500.
not 5,000. You sure it ain't another zero there?
Hmm. That's what he said. And let me see. I'm just gonna because they actually have a clip of the song in this post. I'm gonna see if y'all ever heard of it. How do I unmute it on the web? Well, fuck it. I guess I can't. I ain't finna see him figure it out. But yeah, that's that on that. And this is Elsa. And you know what I was gonna do? I was actually gonna email L Town Records to see if they had any come, but I was like, you know what, no, because maybe if this was a private post on his social media that somebody was that'll maybe look like dry snitching, and I was like, no. But I am gonna definitely follow this to see if L Town Records actually says anything about this. But from what I've learned about them, I Google L Town Records and they are out of Mississippi. But yes, we have a comment still signing the labels in this year of our Lord. I mean, yeah, when you're a new artist, I can certainly see why you would do that because you would need that money to push yourself out there and get that exposure. But yeah, for an established artist, yeah, I wouldn't. That I wouldn't. But then again, I'm also not. I only got one song that's streaming, honey. So don't listen to me about no damn music. Well, anyway, that is that on that. Someone else that you all should not listen to that are raggedy ass Dr. Umar Johnson. And I have this story here by way of all hip hop. And you all should see where it says Dr. Umar may have a serious legal issue. Well, word on the street is Dr. Umar Johnson might have a major legal mess on his hands. The talk centers on a filmmaker who says her situation with Umar started back in 2019 after she donated $2,000 to the FDMG school. She claims he followed up personally and even pushed her to double her next donation. Yep, that sounds about right. From there, she says the relationship shifted into business when Umar allegedly encouraged her to produce a documentary about his life. She claims she started doing early filming and prep work, then presented a budget of $86,000. She says Dr. Umar initially and reportedly acted like that was nothing until it was time to pay. Uh-oh. And that's when the filmmaker, whose name is being withheld here, alleges the whole plan flipped. She maintains that the Prince of Pan Africanism wanted her to front the money and take a revenue split later. She says she backed out, but claims Umar then pivoted and convinced her to do a different film project involving him. One she says she ended up funding. I see where this is going, but the film reportedly got done. She claims once the project was ready for a private screening, Umar allegedly refused to show up, demanding a link to the full movie. She is telling people that he started threatening her, claiming she couldn't use his likeness. He denied signing a contract, then demanded $500,000 to resolve it. Then comes the old part. She says Umar's side eventually reached out to settle, and she received a check for $68,600 to allegedly stop her from making more videos and putting him on blast. But according to the talk, that check didn't end it. It leveled it up. She reportedly used the situation to help spark a donor lawsuit tied to FDMG, claiming around 40 people are now involved and that lawyers are looking into where donation money went and whether anything crossed legal lines. If any of this is true, you'll see, from all hip hop, might have to label it a paperwork party. Doc could be headed for a real investigation, not just YouTube smoke. And then they have a YouTube video in this article if you want to see like the report on the unredacted report on YouTube. But yeah, about damn time. Shit, that motherfucker been scamming. The fuck? Allegedly. Yeah, about time. Shit. About time. Not say, ugh, that's why I'm telling you, I can't stand. This is why I'm saying y'all really need to stop memeing this motherfucker, honey. Like, I mean, yeah, some of the stuff is fun. Them videos be funny as hell. Like, especially the donations. That shit was funny as hell, baby. This man is too problematic for y'all to be making memes out of him. For real. And I just hate that he is looked at as this pillar of pro blackness when the whole time he's a fucking scammer. But that's that on that, child. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, did any of you have any tea that you want to share, or any tea that I might have missed?
Yes. Just a little brief note. There's over 50,000 signatures to get Nicki Minaj deported.
Wow.
Oh, oh, where's the? Let me go Google. Let me see if I can find that petition. I'll share it here.
not, not deported.
I mean, look, if you gonna bring, you already ain't a citizen. You want to come over here and do that foolery? Get her ass out of here. Bye. Let's see, Nicki
When you
Minaj,
do clownery,
the clown to kick your ass out of the states.
damn.
Oh, here it is. First
Yes.
thing that came up: petition
Oh,
to put Nicki
perfect.
Minaj back to Trinidad. Let me find.
Guan.
Well, this particular one on Change says it only has 10,984 signatures. Is there let me see if there's another one. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm sharing this Change. Change is one of my favorite petition websites. So I'm going to share it here as well. If you all want to join the cause, please use your voice to get Nicki Minaj's ass out of here. And you all should see the petition here on slide 29. All right. Well, thank you for that, Moon. Any streaming shows you recommend to watch? That is a good. I actually have not
Yeah.
been. I know that Crystal Lake series is coming out on Peacock. I can't remember. I think it's like at the beginning of the year. If you're a Friday the 13th or a Jason fan, then that's supposed to be like a prequel. So I think that's going to be fun to watch. Let's see. No, other than that, no, I can't think of anything because all I've been like the true millennial I am, hun. I can't escape the 90s and the 2000s, so I'm always watching reruns of my favorite shows such as The Parkers, Moesha, Girlfriends, Half and Half. So yeah, I can't. I just those shows have me in a chokehold, and I've probably seen each and every episode about 100 times each. But yeah, Thank you for that, gorgeous. Anybody else had any other tea before we head up out of here? All right, y'all. Well, it is always a pleasure. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. Now, we will be back tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time for another live show if you can make it. Don't forget to subscribe to a bitch again to stay in the know. AuntieDerek.com and hit subscribe at the top left. It is completely free to subscribe and you'll stay in the know. So, but in the meantime, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye.
Peace.